Alright guys, back out here in the garage. Another quick garage day. We are not working on the 92 KX125 today. Today we are working on the 19 KTM 250XC. Time to get it ready for some racing. Really late to the game here, but I didn't think I was going to be able to get this week off. But it turns out that I am. So we're going to try to get some work done to this thing. We're going to swap that MX53 out for an MX14 and maybe try to get that front mousse out of there. I know it's really late to be messing with this stuff, but I hate to go up to a race and have a mousse problem because my mousse is so old. Anyhow, yeah, we're going to try to get some tires changed tonight. 7 o'clock on a Tuesday night. I'm tired, just want to go to bed, but we're going to do this instead. Way funner than getting any sleep. This is, of course, the tubeless system. Ugh. This tire's been on for a while, so I forgot to do this rim lock. Been a while since I've changed a tubeless tire. Not the slipperiest stuff in the world, but it's kind of handy to have right now. Very important that we get this on the right way the first time. At this point, it's pretty much just like a regular tire, tube tire. Oh. Get one side on at a time. of the nice things about this being an older rim, you know, 2019 era, is that I don't have to worry about scratching it too much. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to try to keep her freshened up. Look at this crossed arm technique. That's pretty sweet. Tell you what, this Raliconda doesn't take all the work out of it, but it's definitely a little easier than the old 5-gallon bucket that I used to use. All right, let's go put some air in this thing. Put the valve stems back in. Start with the high pressure side. I usually run my high pressure side at about 100. Let's try that. Okay, rim lock looks like it. The tire looks like it's beaded nicely. Run this down a little bit so I can get the tire pump on there all the way at least. .96 9. Well, we either got it or we didn't. Sometimes they don't always seal the first time. That's why I usually get really liberal with the with the slippery juice, soapy water, whatever you're using. But we'll see. We shall see. I'm sure it'll be fine. Those are always my famous last words. We got it done in a relatively decent amount of time, but it sure still kind of kicked my butt. This thing always does. A little bit of dirt in there. Wee bit of dirt. Now, before we get things put back together, spend a second or two just cleaning some of the crud off of this stuff. It's pretty clean. Try to keep it pretty clean, but it's always good to get the dirt off of here before you put it back together. Anyhow, you get the idea. We'll keep cleaning this thing up, making her better. So the plan is to go up to Horn Rapids this week for their opening round of the NMA series, and yeah, go have some fun up there. I've been wanting to do this race for a while. Just hasn't really panned out. It's a long ways to go. It is a 8-hour drive or so. So it's not a drop in the bucket by any means. Probably by the time you've seen this, I would have already made it up there, raced, been back, and probably released that video first, if all goes well. Alrighty, I think we're money on this tire. Let's go ahead and put this thing back together. I always put a little nice fresh coat of grease. Putting these things back together is always harder than it should be. And I always start out by spreading these pads. I know most people are going to say, you should never do that. Well, then by all means don't do it if you don't think you should do it. I don't have a problem with it. I've been doing it for years. And it sure beats fighting getting this thing back together any more than you have to. Now for the magic. A folded up paper towel. All this does is pull the front wheel all the way up against the stops, let you tighten it up. Kind of funny, a lot of products out there meant to do that for you. I just don't see the point in buying something. I can just use a rag. And now we just stop all this brake a couple times. All right. Rear tire change done. Lube up some pivot points a little bit here. I'll wipe her down a little bit. Maybe put a little SC1 on her. Clean her up some. At least make it look like we care. Alrighty guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. Got the MX14 on, it's in the proper direction. Lube some stuff up. I'm gonna tinker around a little bit more just to get some stuff ready, so I'm not having to do everything tomorrow or Thursday morning. But yeah, probably won't hear from me again until the race or after the race or somewhere around there. So yeah, if you've made it this far, I appreciate you watching. And until the next one, thanks for watching.